new book, Real
My nigga.
My nigga.
Can you please expound? My nigga, please. Nigga.
Well, listen, my nigga, it go like this.
Uh-huh.
The real issue is not nigga. It's institutional racism.
Right.
And institutional racism, people think that institutional racism is all about you not getting a house or getting a house in a white neighborhood, or you can't get a bank loan, or they're teaching you about your culture in some crazy way in school, or they're not giving you the medicine you're supposed to get. This is what people are normally thinking an institutional racism is, or what they call systemic racism. This is what they think it is. Now, I just wrote a 600-page opus on this one word, inspired, by the way, by Hakeem Green. I was having a conversation with Mr. Hakeem Green. Yes, Hakeem.
Respect. Peace to the God. Peace to the God.
About sometime, I guess, about maybe 14 years now ago, maybe 13 years, I was having a conversation with Hakeem Green about this word nigger. And Hakeem brought to my attention that there are consonants in the word nigger, the N, the G, and the R, that point you back to divinity, godliness, kingship, rulership, all of that. So I said, well, you know, I always knew about this word negus and the negus negas. I got the cobras, I got all that. So I'm like, what's this negus, nigga? Why is nigga so offensive?
Right.
And everywhere I look, Naga, the Naga is a god.
That's right.
The Naga is a straight god. The negus is the emperor of Ethiopia.
Questions to get them started. Like, how far back can you trace your family?
Well, I think my mother once mentioned we came from North Africa, up near Ethiopia somewhere.
Why every time we look at the Naga, the Nega, we're looking down? So Hakeem spoke this in me. And I went ahead to do the research. And I started getting into the research. I actually took a boat ride. It was around 2010, 2011. I started this study and went to Australia. I went all over the place with this study because I wanted to go where, I wanted to know what a nigger was, N-I-G-G-E-R. I wanted to know what a nigger really is. And so I hit the books. I started with the American Heritage Dictionary, and it traced it back to the Portuguese and the Spanish. But then I went further past the Portuguese and the Spanish and wound up with the Latin. When I got to the Latin, the party started. It was like, wait a minute. And you look up N-I-G-E-R. Now, they want to tell you that N-I-G-E-R is Niger. That's bullshit. The etymology of the word N-I-G-E-R is that it is a Latin word. This is where the word comes from, at least in Latin, because there's an argument that nigger is the name of a river, or the name of rivers, or people by the river. That's from J.A. Rogers. Put that to the side. The N-I-G-E-R, which they're trying to say is Niger or Nigeria, or that's some colonial bullshit they made up because they don't want to say nigger. Nobody wants to say nigger. And this is where the controversy comes. Why can't we say the word nigger? We know it's a racial epithet. We know what nigger means coming out the mouth of a racist. We know what that shit is. We already know what it is. That's some bullshit, and we're not tolerating it. But any word that you can't say, you equally don't study. And this is the trap that they got us in. Don't say the word nigger, so then you don't study it. And if you don't study it, you don't see your real African heritage. Now, here's the problem. The word nigger is referring to, in all English etymology, French and German etymologies, because these are the major etymologies on the word nigger. You got the German neger, N-E-G-E-R. You got the, which is also the Scandinavian neger, N-E-G-E-R, the German N-E-G-E-R. You got the Irish Niger, N-A-Y-G-U-R. You have the English nigger, N-I-G-E-R, and that's from the Latin N-I-G-E-R, all of it meaning black. Now, the reason I say N-I-G-E-R is nigger and not Niger is because Latin, the G in Latin is always pronounced hard, as in go. Or, yeah, it's go. There is no j in Latin. J in Latin.
Right,
okay.
Right.
There's no j in Latin. So when Latin, when the word originates, N-I-G-E-R, that's nigger.
Nigger.
Can't be pronounced no other way.
Not
that's
Niger.
the way it's pronounced.
Got you.
But because we are politically correct and all this bullshit today, you can't say the country of nigger.
Right.
Okay? Now, why can't you say it? Because everywhere you see nigger, N-I-G-G-E-R, you see Negro. A nigger is a Negro. A Negro is a nigger. These are the same words.
Right.
As if calling you Negro is better than calling you nigger. They're the same words in the English language. Both of these words relate to the Ethiopians. What a nigger is an ancient Ethiopian. All through the English etymology, anytime you look for the etymology or the phonology even of this word, they point you to the Ethiopian.
Came from North Africa, up near Ethiopia somewhere.
The Ethiopian, when you go to the Oxford English Dictionary, the Ethiopian is actually the Aethiop. It's not E-T-H-I-O-P, which is Ethiop or Ethiopian. It is Aethiop, A-E-T-H-I-O-P, either I-A-N or however you want to variation. But Ethiop or Ethiopian comes from Aethiop and Ethiopian. The original Aethiops are also the stargazers. These are the astronomers. Everything dealing with A-E-T-H or A-T-H deals with blackness and the universe. Everything. From the Latin to the French to the German to the English, all of it. When you're dealing with Aether, Ether, Ethereal, Ethereal, all of that A deals with the universe and blackness. Now, originally the nigger, N-I-G-E-R in Latin, meant actually, I'm sorry, not in Greek. The Greeks call us Ethiops. Ethiop is what they call it. That means burnt face, sunburn. It's actually a derogatory term to call yourself an Ethiopian because it's a Greek degradation of what they were looking at. They were making fun of us. They called us Ethiops, which is a derogatory Greek term for Africans. But we took it, like the term nigger, and we turned it into Ethiopia, one of the greatest civilizations on earth. So this going back to the nigger, why we can't say the word is because if you say the word nigger and start studying it, you're gonna find that you're connected to kings, queens, divinity.
Yep.
And even in the Bible, Acts 13, the famous Acts 13, whoever has a Bible with them right now, go right now, put the Sunday class on you right now. Go now to Acts 13. Matter of fact, where's my Acts 13 around here? Okay, here we go. I got something right here for you. Acts 13. If you really want to go there, bear with me. Go to Acts 13.
And you know, that's so important that you're doing this because when you use the tools given, you know, it beats down the illusion. It beats down the falsehood. You get to show people right and exact. This is what it is.
This is what it is. Why they don't want us to say the word nigger. This is why we can't say the word. Again, any word that you can't say, you also will not study. And that's the point. Once a word is considered taboo, you don't study it no more. You don't look at it. So now, nigger, they put N-I-G-G-E-R and said, don't say that. Now we know N-I-G-G-E-R is a racial epithet. We know what that is. That's coming out the mouth of a racist. We don't want to hear that word. We ain't niggers. Get out of here with that. But what Niger is a degradation of Niger, which is the king.
That's right.
Now, back in the days, here's Acts 13. For those that want to see it right here, okay? Here's Acts 13, okay? Right there.
I saw it.
Okay? Let me read you the nigga right here. Here's why you can't say the word.
The niggas.
Now, there were in the church that it was Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon, that was called Negro, and Lucius and Cyrene and Manaen, Lucius of Cyrene and Manaen, which had been brought up with Herod the tetrarch and Saul. Now, what Acts 13 is showing us is that the first place the church was built at was Antioch, Syria. Every theologian knows that the first Christian church is Antioch, Syria. That's the first church. The first time the term Christian is even being used is in Syria and at the church of Antioch. The ones who started the church at Antioch are called Niger.
Woo! As per the Bible.
Here it is. Yo, I'm gonna hold it up. I'm gonna hold it so you can see it. Here it is. Okay, here you go. Okay, and this is just one book. This is one book I'm gonna pull up. This is one, but it's the Bible, so you can just see it. I have hundreds of books here that'll tell you the same thing. But the point is that this is why you can't say the word.
Yeah. Because
niggers here in the Bible are prophets and teachers. Prophets and teachers. Prophets and teachers. That's what the nigger is. And then on top of that, Simeon didn't just join the church. Simeon, who is called nigger, Simeon, called nigger, he's the leader of the church. The leader. Not
my
the,
niggas.
It's not my niggas.
My niggas. My niggas.
My
I don't know about them niggas over there.
I don't know about that.
But my niggas is right and exact.
My niggas started the church, and it's right here in the Bible.